Hey, this guy's doing a 5-color horse commander deck for you guys. So, a lot has changed with this since the last time I did this. Um, so I have a new commander. So that's kind of the effect on what it does. And I do have my iPad with me because there's a you guys will see here in just a second that there's a bunch of Japanese and Korean cards I have that I had ordered. So yeah, there was a bunch of translations that I will be showing to you guys. So yeah, like this. So let me. So just gives a creature horsemanship. That's basically all that really does. So yeah. So that's the first one. This will probably be a longer video than normal, just because I'll have to show everything. So just horsemanship is basically the text for this card. So and then there's these new like siege cards, which are like basically battle cards. So so basically whenever you play this, you get a 2/2 Knight token, blue-white knight, and then where you flip it by knocking it out, then you get the additional effect. So you have to do 5 damage to it. So yeah, it's not really all that complicated, but it's kind of definitely different. So so yeah, so and then Julian. I'll set these right here for right now. Charge Mare. This may get swapped depending on what Lord of the Rings spoilers will be. So yeah. So more horsemanship. Land Searcher or Artifact. More lands. Sol Ring. Obviously a staple in commander decks, or at least most of them anyway. Island. Rolling Earthquake. Just obviously just good for my theme anyway. So Counterspell, Ozlith. So this is from the new Marching Machine set. It's actually really good. So yeah. Plague Mare. This may get swapped for one of the Lord of the Rings horses as well. I also have to see where the spoilers come out for that here at the end of this month on what that will be. So yeah, Mare picked up all the horses in foil from M19, so that was actually really quite cool. Narrow horsemanship card, Narrow Land, Navigator's Compass, life gain, and makes a land basically any color. More horsemanship stuff, a pathway. So here's another card that I will show you guys that I run. Also have the translation right here. So yeah, that's essentially kind of what it does. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So yeah. So this is what I've been working on behind the scenes, is basically getting these. This card finally came yesterday, along with one other one that I have in the deck. It took roughly a month for it to get here, or a little longer than a month, but yeah. Lightning Mare. This may come out again when Lord of the Rings stuff comes out. And then there's this card. This card's absolutely is dumb. And as you guys can probably see by the effect, yeah, it's just absurdly just dumb for at least my deck. Because I had this out and I was between the mana that I had and creatures that I was bringing out each turn. I mean, I probably brought out 7 creatures or so in 2 or 3 turns. So yeah, it was absolutely just dumb. Because this gives all the creatures vigilance too, and so it's like you can basically attack and the main phase 2 bring out more dudes. So yeah, it's absolutely just crazy. More horsemanship, more life gain, more lands. Shield Mirror I'll probably keep in, so yeah. And then this is our card that I had picked up for this, which is absolutely dumb. So it gives all creatures +1/+1, trample, and infect. And whenever you have unblockable dudes, yeah, that can pretty much win you the game right there. I haven't been able to do it yet, but it definitely has the possibility to do so. And then more horsemanship, more life gain, and also making my punch creatures tapped whenever they enter the battlefield. More lands. And then I have in there foreign card that I will show you guys. So that's basically the effect of it. It has horsemanship and then also that additional effect. So, and then there's one more that that's coming up that I will show you guys. So all these cards, in at least most of them in English, are like $100 to $300 English copy. The Japanese copies are Japanese to Chinese copies are way less. I mean that card right here is maybe like $20 in Chinese or Japanese, whatever language this is. I forget. And the English copy is like roughly around $200, something like that. So that just kind of tells you the price difference of stuff and why I decided to pick up the foreign copies, obviously. So, and then this card right here is like $300 in English, and like I had gotten this in this language for like $60. So again, this tells you the price difference of different languages. So, Helm of the Host, obviously, I still run Crush the Summer, so I decided to pick up this because this is actually a really good card for the deck since I'm a little more creature heavy in a way. So I can just pretty much just play creatures right on the top of my deck. So if it's a creature, and then this was the other card that I was telling you guys about. That works well with that Ozolith I had showed earlier. So yeah, it's really quite good. Makes my little puny like 2/1 or 1/1 horsemanship creatures a little more better. So more horsemanship stuff. This is Demonic Tutor. So basically I can add any card from deck to hand. So it's a Japanese artwork. So which is really quite good. Also picked up this for also bring out another creature like Crush the Summer or whatever I need at the time. So just something else to have access to. More lands. These are actually kind of cool. They're from like the Jumpstart decks. or packs, whatever you want to call them. And they kind of act like 2 color lands, which for me has been kind of useful. So yeah. There's another foreign card that's coming up. So it's this one. The effect isn't really quite as good, but just horsemanship is mainly the reason why I picked it up. So yeah. So that's the only reason why I really kind of got this one. So Narset is absolutely just ridiculous. As you guys can probably see by the effects, it gives all creatures prowess. Even though I'm a little bit more creature heavy, but I still have, as you guys saw, like instances and sorceries and stuff like that, that I can still play that trigger it. So, and then another land, and then this one. So that puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature. And then for the additional thing, that's basically what it does. So, yeah. So, and then that's basically the first half. And I'm going to show you guys the second half of the deck. So, there's that for you guys. So this is another one that I picked up just because it's lifelink, and also uses the art's really cool on it too. You know, it's not technically a horse, but you know, it's a really cool card. So, and then Mystical Tutor, this counterspell, more lands. Diamond Mirror, which I will probably not take out of the deck, just because it's more life gain. So, more lands. Another foreign card, which I will show you guys. So, this is our, so here's another one that I picked up. So, yeah. So, this would, I think this in English was like roughly about $100, and I think I had gotten this for like 20 or 30, something like that. So, not quite a big of a price gap, but still pretty decently priced for foreign copy. So, more life gain. Oh yeah, I had pulled this from the list, and this card's actually really good. So when I read that, I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely going in. So more lands, and then I think this is the last foreign card that I have to show you guys. Well, one of the last ones anyway. And this was one of the art pricier ones, so it's him. So yeah. So again, it was like, he in English was like $200 something, and I got him for like 10 to $20, something like that, along with that our blue card that I had showed you guys. So it's somewhere around that price range. So more lands. Here's the Crest of Summer. More lands. This card has actually been put in work for me. The Kieran, because it basically says I can't lose a game, so I can just put this on a horsemanship creature, and I basically just don't really lose unless they get rid of the artifact, so, or pop the creature. So so yeah, it's been really quite nice actually. More horsemanship, more lands. This has been really nice to call, like, soldier and be able to bring out more, or have this tap for that color. So that's been really quite nice. Rolly Tutor to search for a creature and put it to the top. This is everything I had picked up. Mana Drain. Just a really good card. I actually like Mana Drain over Force of Negation, because I have gotten that back then, and I just wasn't really using it as much as I wanted to. So there's nothing wrong with Force of Negation, but it's just something that I just wasn't really using a whole lot. So I like Mana Drain better. More lands, more life gain, and shuffle back my graveyard. And there negate both the Ajani artwork that I really like. I really like this. Especially in foil, it looks really gorgeous. And then one more. This gives a creature horsemanship, so it's just like this, but it only gives like +4/+4 instead of like +2/+2. So yeah, that's the only difference, but it's ideally the same card where it just gives it another creature horsemanship. So yeah. And then Wrenn. This I mainly just use it for the continuous effect of making lands basically any color. So yeah. The additional effects are kind of nice, but I mainly just use it for that. The new Sigarda, which is also really quite good with, yeah, here it is. So if you have both these on the field, then basically your opponents will all have hexproof, including both the angels. So that's really quite nice to have everything protected. So more lands. Oh yeah, this is the Invasion of Chandelure. This card's actually really quite insane, actually. So there's the effect, and I'll show you guys the back. Yeah. So I think you guys can really see that I've really been trying to step up my deck here since last time I showed you guys this. Align Tutor, more horsemanship stuff. Mana Vault. This was not in the last profile, no. So I had also picked this up too. Sunquan I've had since last time I did a deck profile over the horses. This card is actually kind of crazy. So it gives creatures lifelink and double strike. Yeah, you can kind of see where that's probably gonna go. So yeah, more horsemanship, another land, and yeah, last horsemanship card. So that's essentially it for the deck that I have for you guys. So quite a lot has changed since last time that you guys had seen this. So I hope you guys like the changes. It's actually been working pretty well. There will probably be a few changes to this, to 3 of the horses I had mentioned. For Lord of the Rings stuff, depending on what their effects are. But yeah, that's mainly the deck. So yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the deck profile. Alright, there you guys.